What's happening, gang? Thanks for tuning in on another episode of Shaleo Power. This is a follow-up video on put selling activity and the new strategy that I've been practicing. So in today's video, I will be telling you four things. Number one, thought process behind me selling a put, the why. Number two, I will show you the result, the profit taking, and why I sold or closed the position early. Number three, we will be reviewing the some of the winners that we had, and number four, we will be reviewing some of the pigs that are still pending for coming swings. So stay tuned and enjoy the video. As we can see here, this is the Apple chart. The put selling strategy is the one that tells you if the pattern will continue to go up or stay flat above the price that you sell the put, you should be good. So the put that I picked was the 108.75 on September 22nd, which is this day over here. On that day, as you can see, Apple basically was downtrending, panic with the market, okay? And we have this support area. So the thought process behind it is, hey, the 110 will be acting as support. And it was a very good time to sell puts because all these red candles are pushing the IV, implied volatility. When the stock price is going down heavy, the IV usually increases. So the percentage, let's say implied volatility normal percentage is in the 30s. This day, because of this drop, we were abnormally high. So that helps with the put selling strategy at the end of the expiration. Here, I bought it. And again, the idea was this is going to stay above the 108.75. As you can see, the price broke below the 110 support, but look at the volume that bulls came up and pushed it back above the 110. So based on that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna run the risk to buy to sell puts below the 108, and I will be okay if Apple, that used to be 137, I would be okay buying it in the 110 108 range. We used to be 137, so around this area I would have been okay being assigned. So long story short, I sold the puts. I posted it on Twitter. I posted on the Discord. And again, so as I'm quoting here, so much opportunity I see now that I'm reviewing the charts. No fear, blah, blah, blah. The Apple bounced back to 110. And then I said, nice put to sell at 108 Friday. Let's keep it sideways and we can bank. As you can see from that move, we went after that day again. They try to flush it back to the, below the 110, and nope, right back up. The bulls were having none of it. Again, you can see the support areas, and you can see the volume prints. That that volume print, it's like a footprint of big money coming in every time and pushing Apple to the upside. And something to note is, look at this. This volume is above average, which is great. And look at the move over here. So the prediction for Apple is that it'll probably go sideways with the market and resume later in future days. Right now, I did a 2 weeks. So from the 22nd, yep, that was about 2 weeks for rent collection, and the 108 put selling was the premium that I collected was $550, and the expiration was due tomorrow. Today, based on the market going down, Apple was actually holding pretty well. So as you can see, the profit was already at 99%. So instead of waiting for tomorrow any surprises, I just basically closed the position and got a nice rent collection from that Apple call. So congratulations to us, freaking lucky guys. Again, I'm learning this strategy and practicing the idea, and my goal is to become as comfortable as my other strategies that I follow and have this as passive income every week with solid names. And when I say solid names, I mean people with healthy balance sheets, right? Something that I will be okay holding, like AMD or Apple or companies like Microsoft, etc. So that was Apple, and right now for tomorrow, I sold puts on AMD, and I did a video about it. So check it out if you haven't watched. But good stuff. All right. So the next thing that I'm going to discuss is the future names that we've been future names in coming weeks that we are writing on the swing homework. And again, they haven't moved much. So it's a great opportunity. This market drop is a great opportunity for us to evaluate support, resistance, and stop losses, and not go after them. So number one that I'm going to review, and I still like this a lot, is Adobe. As you can see, we marked Adobe on it will break above the 500, and then it'll retest most likely the ascending triangle. I posted this, when was it, on the 11th, early this week. And if we review Adobe right now, we can say that it basically moved exactly as we predicted. You can see from the homework I said, hey, it's gonna go above the 500 and then most likely retest. And as you can see, this is what's happening. The stop loss continues to be this lower yellow line, and from what I can see and showing here, it did act as the support, and that's a beautiful thing. So tomorrow is Friday. It'll probably fluff or dance around this value, and then voila. So keep it in mind. I really like this guy. Some of the comments I said: at resistance, a strong uptrend, and flirting with the resistance, about to break and retrace back. From the fundamentals, not going to go into much detail on this, but solid names, and you can see that the sales increasing, the EPS increasing, and funds and all that. Beautiful. Number two, TW. TW is as I note there, is a thinly traded name. It has, it does quick moves, but this was price target was raised to 60s, and also the volume has been coming in hot. So keep an eye on this guy, and right now it's flirting with the resistance at 60, and it'll probably go back and forth around that value before it breaks it. So TW, pay attention to it, and we like that. All right, TW. Same deal here with the number of funds increasing at 99%, increasing in sales, and all that good stuff. Fundamentals are intact. Number 3 is Okta, OKTA. This thing is a beauty. It's been paying us great, and it's amazing. I've been trading for a few years, and this guy has been in my portfolio since, and I have very good appreciation for it. So right now you can see the volume footprints, and again, the volume prints down there is basically them toots loading up. So oh yeah, I really like this guy. Right now, old resistance becomes new support. What the heck does that mean? Is that the resistance, this line that used to be, they broke. So that's become old resistance. So now that resistance becomes my new support. All right. And you can see I have it as a retrace to the 230s to 25-ish, stop loss below that. And if we look at the chart, we can tell that it is moving as we what's going on. So look at it, it's moving as we discussed. Up, and let's see if it returns. I'm not going to chase it at this point. I will wait for a setup before I go in again. The next name that we have is PFE. PFE, coining like a champ here. Looking liking the price action a lot, with a stop loss clearly defined below the yellow line. So beautiful, beautiful. This is what we call the chart porn, right? Look at this. Look at this, guys. Like, do you see what I see? What is the name of this pattern? Tell me, quick. 1, 2, 3. This pattern is VCP, volatility contraction pattern. If you don't know what it is, look it up, by Mr. Mark Minervini. He's a good fellow. Could be a jerk at times, but he's knowledgeable. You know, we don't have to be friends. I just like his teachings. I like his books, and some of his stuff makes me money. So if you don't have his books, check him out in the link description below. And PFE, again, you can see the price coiling like a champ, like large wave, then smaller, large, smaller, smaller, and it gets to a point that it can't coil no more, and boom, it explodes to the upside. And again, to the upside explodes, the high probability to the upside because of the trend. Again, anything can happen. That's why we have and we respect the stop losses. If it breaks this yellow, of course we get the heck out. But for the most part, if it's on the uptrend, it usually goes up. So right now what we have it doing is it'll, uh, as you can see, the yellow, try to break above the 10 SMA, but then retest that triangle line or that support line over there. If we look at the pattern right now, so PFE, yep, exactly as we said, it'll, you can see it right here. This was when we called it out in this candle, and we said this will go up and then back down to this guy. So it's on watch. I haven't bought anything yet, but this is coiling super, super tight. Heavy eyes on this guy, guys. Another name that we called out early this week was NIO, NIO, and everybody and their grandma should know about this guy. So we said coiling, chart porn. This thing has paid us a great deal of money, and you can look at the chart, look at the pattern. Like, look at the pattern. This is a beauty. That's textbook money. Look, she does little flags, or it does little flags, then it breaks them, then it repeats a little thing, then it breaks it. It's doing bases, right? These are bases. If you don't know about them, go look it up in O'Neill's book, IBD teaching. They have good stuff. I'm not affiliated to none of them suckers, but great stuff. So if we look at Neo right now, Neo, how, look at that thing, my God. My God, that was amazing. That was a great move. Exactly as we said. And again, news help and all that, but this thing was coiling so tight, like you could see the price in the same range. And it gets to a point that bulls or bears, the bears run out of selling power, and since we are in an uptrend, usually the high probability of upper movement is higher. So I think congratulations if you took it. And yeah, that was called out on the 12th, October 12th. You can see it up there. All right, we're getting to the end, so hang in there. We have a couple more. Disney. I'm not gonna talk too much about this, but we all know Disney. Again, good news. Has some fluff news about it, so this hence the gap. It did came down and close the gap, so now there is a higher chance, high probability of this bouncing back. And the strategy that I'm proposing here is a put selling. Even though I said 128 put selling, you could play around the 126, 122 area if you see the support line, right? So this thing, I don't think, based on the support and the volume that it has, I don't see it dropping below it. And if it does, again, you have your stop loss that you can always get back down. So right now, the strategy that I have long calls, so I have leaps, but also I am looking to sell puts in this area over here. All right, so Tesla, the next one. Tesla, I'm posting my position when I got in. Made crazy money on Tesla yesterday. And again, the put that we sold, actually not sold, but the call that we bought was a 450 at 442.85. Here it is, Tesla. Beautiful move. Made us a lot of money. I secured my profits, then bought back on today's market dip. So that was a great combo. Same chart. If you look at the chart is fantastic, coiling like a champ. Price is super tight. Everybody and their grandmas are on this thing. You can see all the gurus online and all that. I trade with my team, the Chileo Power team, so that's enough for me. And you can see that it broke, strong uptrend. It broke to the upside, and now it needs to do a candle over candle. So it went up, we made some money, sold, bought back, and now it's probably going to hang around here and go back up. Stop loss with this name is below this support here. Tesla is very volatile, so we have to protect ourselves always with a stop loss. Whew. All right, so last but not least, if you made it this long, actually two more. AMD, real quick. AMD, cup and handle pattern. I really like this guy. It's stuck, and not stuck, but I would say it's kind of, their bears and bulls are fighting it out on the candle. So I hope you like my little cup. But right now, bears and bulls are fighting it out at the handle. And once this thing breaks, it has a lot of potential. So I'm all over it. It has paid a tremendous amount of money. I'm long, and I am loaded in all my portfolios on long calls, and I sold puts below this level here, which is 82, and then 81. So tomorrow I am collecting rent on 82, and in the following 2 weeks I'm collecting. So tomorrow I'm collecting 150 for rent if it stays above 82. And 2 weeks after that, I'm collecting about 450, I believe, 450, $500 for if it stays above 81, which there is a high probability that it will do. So that's AMD for you. And last but not least, it's the low party. This thing is a beauty beast. It's textbook money right here. You can see, right? You can see boom, boom. Then it broke the resistance, and now it's staying above. So old resistance becomes the new support, and that is what it's doing right now. It went up. So that is what's happening right now with low. Old resistance, new support, stop loss below the SMAs, as it could retest the lower yellow line, but I really like it. Right now I'm in profits, 20%, 21%, so I'm enjoying a healthy buffer, and we'll let it run for a while, you know. So that's it for tonight, guys. Again, if you like this video, give me your feedback down in the comments below. If it sucks, hit the do not like button. It helps me improve. If you liked it, hit the like button. And peace out. Stay green. Ask me all the questions you like, and I'll talk to you later.